We are here again, one more night again. You know, I'm just turning it down till going to December. And I trust in God that these teachings has really revolutionized your mind, give you hope of good teaching. Well, you listen to Podium, but Cat and Network, I'm your host, Carl Mead again. And I am just doing what I love to do best, is talk about God's word until I dead. You know, we're talking about gate destroyers here, the mind, gate destroyers. People always try to confuse you. And I tell you about the power of fear, because fear is what the enemy used in COVID-19. Fear is our greatest enemy. It's used to preserve us or destroy us. I said that last night. And Matthew chapter 10, I said about Christ. When Christ says, I send you as sheep in the midst of wolves. And be wise as a serpent, humble like a dove. Beware of men, verse 17, beware of men. You know, I will destroy you. I shared all these things last night. And verse 18 says, you shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony. You know, and then 19 says, when Christ says, when you have been delivered up, he says, he said, take no thought what you shall speak, taught your gates. For it shall be given unto you the same hour where you shall speak. And verse 19 says, for it is not you that speaketh, but the Spirit of God speaking in you. And verse 21, I want to share about 21 again. You're talking about the fear of God. Look what Christ said, verse 21. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, your brother, your spiritual brother, your blood brother. Christ says, shall deliver up you to death, those who are in the gates. And the father, the children, and the children shall rise up against their parent and cause them to put to death. And that is what happened right now. A lot of children right now against their parent. Against the parent, they know the parent, they just don't see the parent as essential in life, you know. And even kill, I read in the papers, one person killed his mother, you know, everything. And Jesus prophesied all these things. He's talking about the power of fear. And these things was designed now to bring the human race under a type of fear, bondage. When the brother shall deliver the brother to death, killing. And the father, the child, and the children right against the parents and call them to put to death. You know? And death is something the enemy is after all of us. Physical death. He came to kill, steal, and destroy. So he don't mind if I kill you or you kill me. Or I jail you or you jail me. He don't mind that we do wrong. He don't mind that we just go again. He don't mind if you go, you hate me, I hate you. Verse 22 says, Matthew 10:22 says, and you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endures to the end shall be saved. So Christ now puts salvation now in all these expectations. He now lay the groundwork for salvation. Your parents turn against you. You turn against your parents. Your brother turn against your brother. You will be hated by all men for his name's sake. They say, Christ, they hate you. God, they hate you. They say, church, they love you. You know? But he has endured. So there's an endurance factor one has to master when they walk by faith. From the time you stop walking by faith, you have been introduced to fear. From the time you step out of the God kind of faith, you have stepped in an arena of fear. And that fear does not produce salvation, but that arena you went into, it could bring you in a place now for a testimony. You shall be hated of all men, verse 22, for my name's sake. But he has endured Endure. Endurance is a part of suffering. Endurance is a part of success. Endurance is a part of failure. Endurance is a part of weakness. Endurance is a part of strength. Endurance, you need to endure. That means go through and stay quiet. I am trying it right now. Staying quiet while I go through. I am going through some stuff, my brothers and sisters. I had to endure. Only God don't know what I'm going through. But I had to endure. I can't drop my guard and give up. But I had to endure. You know, I might not make the decision, right decision, but I had to endure. One friend called me and said, boy, you need to change. You need to change your approach to what you're doing. You need to go back to God and change what you do, because why? They don't understand. A man of faith, he take risks. And with risks, and even if you take risks, and it look like you fail, you have to endure. You have to endure. You must learn to endure. Endurance is a part of everything that God has given to us. And so when we want it on a golden plate, or easy, push in your face, serve to you, and walk into it, no, it don't work so. The enemy will not sit down and allow you to go through something and don't experience endurance. Endurance, it exposes your faith, whether you have it or not. Some folks run from it. They run. Fred Price was one of my examples. The man died, but the man died in faith. I heard he was at home on a bed lying down, but the man never gave up his faith. You know, his wife is alive still. So endurance will bring it to a place right now where you don't feel to give up. You will die in faith. You know, you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he hath endured to the end. What end? The end, you think of the end of Christ coming back? Or the rapture? No. It is talking about the end of your life. When death comes for you, death must meet you in endurance. You mustn't run from death. You must see endurance. You must see, well, your time has come to depart. You know? And that is how you will be saved. You will be saved when you understand your season has come to an end. Your assignment has come to an end. And it's time to depart here in peace and endure. You have to endure to this part. The end shall be saved. So don't murmur and fret when somebody's sick. No, sickness didn't mean you can't endure. Even though you're sick, you can still endure. We're talking here about the power of fear. When fear comes, it makes you run from faith. But verse 23 says, but when they persecute you in this city, what do? Flee you into another city. That means change base, change atmosphere, change where you are, change where things are served, change where the enemy has struck you, change where you are wounded. You say flee another city. Flee. For very soon to you, you shall not have gone over the city of Israel till Son of Man become. So it have places you don't go to when time to run. When time to change atmosphere, change location, change environment. There are places you don't go. I never go back in my mother's house. I never go back in the whole house. I never go back in the gambling house. And I always move forward. My faith move forward. I look for a testimony. I keep on riding. I'm a rider. I keep on riding. Because sometimes you are being persecuted. But because you know how to endure, it doesn't feel it. Everybody feeling your pain except you. Everybody praying for you except you. But they don't understand your season has come to an end and it's time to move on. You know, I share on that this midday, the faith that move in faith. You know, you say when you go on, you shall not have gone over to the city of Israel till I come, till I show up. So Christ will show you where you have to go if you rely on him. And verse 24 says, the disciple is not above his master, or the servant above his Lord. That means we have to put our gear and make sure we keep it tight with Christ. Because Christ wouldn't keep it tight with you unless you keep it tight with him. Keep it tight, so you'll be right. Whatever you're going through, keep it tight. Tight means hold on and know who he is. Don't think you're above him. The disciple is not above his master, or the servant above his Lord. Are you a servant? The word Lord means leadership. The word Lord means mentor. The word Lord means overseer. So if a person overseeing you, you can't want to discipline them. How could folks, even though I messed up, it takes God to discipline me? You know? Because the disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above the Lord, his Lord. Let these words abide with you. I'm sharing this tight. Just short, then you understand that God will make sure your fear will not control your faith, but your faith will control your fear, because there is power of fear. And if there is power of fear, there is power of faith. Hey, I hope you understand that. That faith life, that faith walk, you have access to it. Hold it and don't let go. Hey, call me here. That fear is coming, but choose faith. Much love. We are here again, one more night again. You know, I'm just turning it down until going to December. And I trust in God that these teachings has really revolutionized your mind, give you hope of good teaching. Well, you listen to the podium, but Cat and Network, I'm your host, Carl Mead again. And I am just doing what I love to do best, is talk about God's word until I did. You know, we're talking about gate destroyers here, the mind. Gate destroyers. People always try to confuse you. And I tell you about the power of fear, because fear is what the enemy used in COVID-19. Fear is our greatest enemy. It used to preserve us or destroy us. I said that last night. And Matthew chapter 10, I said about Christ. When Christ says, I send you as sheep in the midst of wolves. And, you know, be wise as a serpent, humble like a dove. Beware of men, verse 17, beware of men. You know, I will destroy you. I shared all these things last night. And verse 18 says, you shall be brought before governors and kings